Welcome to Hallis Beer Hall. We're your spot for the grit and passion of Chicago sports. From the gridiron battles of the Bears to the diamond drama of the Cubs and Sox. Grab a cold one, settle in, and let's slapshot our way from the United Center to the Lakeshore Drive. This is Hallis Beer Hall, where the game never ends and the passion never fades.
I am a businessman now. Thank you.
That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
Big time players make big time plays.
Every time you step into the UC,
the fans are gonna chant MVP.
You want to be good or great?
You know, I'm not a very good catcher. I'm much better at getting high than getting low.
Hey y'all, just a heads up. We were recording and had some weird internet issues, so apologies for any weird audio and breaks and stuff like that. But enjoy.
All right. Sorry, it's been a while, everyone. We've been, Christmas and holidays, and the Bears suck, and, all that fun stuff.
On a downturn.
Our friend Sam, who's been on the podcast, White Sox Sam, he was in New Orleans when the terrorist attack happened, but he's all good. We'll probably have him on here in one of the next pods and tell a story about it.
And him being at Notre Dame, major win.
Yeah, Notre Dame whooping Georgia's ass. Let's fucking go. Finally, a team we like actually won, so it's pretty fun. It's good when teams win.
Yeah.
But we got, Bears news, baseball off-season acquisitions. The Bulls retired Derrick Rose's number for next year. They're going to do it next year, but they had a ceremony for him tonight. Pretty good shit. It's good to have positive stories on Chicago sports. Once this.
God knows we need it.
Yeah, once in the past.
Welcome to 2025. A little bit of hope comes back.
Yeah. That all the Derrick Rose videos, they did like a 20-minute montage of like his career and had a bunch of people talking about him. It was pretty cool to see. That shit makes me emotional. Also, listeners, I'm sober, so I'm just taking a break off the booze. So, sorry, no drunk cast from me tonight, but Aaron's probably going to be getting after it right now.
I'm not. I'm sober tonight, too.
As am I. So, Hallis Beer Hall is it's just dry.
Sober cast.
It's dry today.
Alice water fountain.
Yeah. Everybody's not at the bar. They're at the gym.
Yeah, so it'll probably be a lot of me not talking over everyone as much. And me not cursing as much. But I've got this news right here, y'all. So the Bulls are going to retire Derrick Rose's number. And it'll happen next year because for some reason they had a ceremony for him today, but they didn't retire his number. So that I think what that is the Bulls organization wanting to milk it as much as they can, and just next year they'll do a jersey retirement ceremony and have a bunch of fans come out because they know their team's gonna suck. And yeah.
So you think they're milking it to get the money because they don't
100%.
have a good team?
1,000%. 1,000%.
Their product on the court is awful. And let's just be clear. The product of the NBA in general, it's just not good. It's not fun. Their viewership's down. No one's watching. It's just not entertaining.
Is it like, I've never been a big NBA person to begin with. Like, I don't watch a lot of NBA. Is it like a noticeable difference this year versus last year? Or like, why is it? Because I feel like I've seen a lot about like, wow, the product on the court sucks. Their like viewership's down. Like, what made it happen this year?
It's been that way for a few years now. I mean, really what it is and it's probably all just coming to a head, but all it is shooting three-pointers. Games are 150 to 125 is the score. No one plays defense. The refs call if you brush someone's shirt, it's a foul. So it's like, there's no toughness. Everyone is a rich, almost billionaire, millionaire, who just
Yeah,
is
contracts are
soft.
crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, I know contracts are huge in baseball too, and football, but it's like football, you've still got, people
Contact.
are still getting hit, and it's fun. Fantasy's fun, and it's obviously America's like #1 sport. Baseball is like having a resurgence. I feel like the World Baseball Classic might have helped that, and I think Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani have helped a lot.
Well, I think baseball's had a major move overseas too. Well,
Definitely.
not move, but like popularity wise.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it's actually, if you want to think about it, it's like kind of a dynamic shift, right? So back in the '90s, it was the NBA with Jordan, because Jordan was worldwide and huge, and now that's dissipated, and the game has become. Honestly, I'm with you. It's soft. It's ridiculous.
It's just not fun to watch.
It's ridiculous. And so now you got baseball, which is like more popular overseas and worldwide. And also kind of the NFL's kind of feeding into that a little bit. Like the overseas games, like those are a lot more popular. You got like home teams and whatever. So it's like it's kind of like baseball and NFL are fighting that market.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, hey, maybe the Bears will play in Ireland next year. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be so sick.
But yeah, and I'm seeing here the Cubs are in talks to sign Jack Flaherty. That would be pretty crazy if they actually did that.
What's Jack's resume?
Dude, last year he crushed it on the Tigers, and then he got traded from the Cardinals to the Tigers, had an amazing season last year, and then he got traded halfway through the season to the Dodgers and just dominated, and they won the World Series. So,
well, there you go.
That'd be pretty cool.
It's a pretty good resume.
And I guess they're also linked to Alex Bregman right now. I heard that one. And their farm system is popping. The Blackhawks won yesterday and then lost today, 4-1.
Yeah. Well, they also got trashed in the Winter Classic, 6-2. Man, those tickets must have felt really good to buy.
That was pretty bad. I think they got booed off the ice by their
I'm sure they
home
did.
crowd.
God, it was like, what was it? I heard some story. I think it was like somewhere I saw it, but apparently it was like the Hawks were doing a drill, and it was like you couldn't get off the ice until everybody made the shot, and they were there for like 45 minutes, and one person made a shot.
Oh.
And it was almost, I think it was like almost like Mrazek, just let him put it in, because this is bad.
Yeah.
Should have been hammering the Blues at DraftKings once that story came out.
Yeah, like Jesus. Which, I mean, like,
Hank, do you recognize this Blackhawks hoodie I'm wearing right now?
I don't know if I recognize it. I mean, it's a Blackhawks hoodie. Did I give that to you?
I think it was Zach's.
Oh, was it? Shit.
So next time you're out here, I can give it to you. You can give it back.
When did you get that?
I got it when I was living downtown Chicago, I guess. I have no idea when.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe you guys were over at the same time and just like picked it up.
I feel like it's yours at this point.
Yeah, you might as well just keep it.
Yeah, it's been years and years, but
he's got new ones.
Also, guy, I don't. Whoa, sorry if I cut you. I see.
No, you're good.
There I go again. What happened? So what's that into the Blackhawks news?
Oh, no. I mean, it was more like Bedard. Obviously, is having a rough season after winning the. God, what trophy is that? Fuck, Kindsmith trophy. Look at me, just fumbling.
Heisman?
No, not the Heisman. Kindsmith.
It's the Calder,
Calder,
right?
Calder trophy, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's just having a rough year after winning that, and then like he's just trying really hard, but it just seems like nothing is clicking whatsoever with like the team.
Well, yeah, they have like what, a no coach, and it's a young guy trying to put the team on his back, right? So
Yeah, it's rough.
yeah,
But yeah,
but
I
in
guess
Bears. Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think at least Frank Nazar looks pretty good. Guy looks like he could be a player. So that's exciting. Vlasic, like it seems like they have building blocks, right? Like they just have to.
they do.
I don't know if it's like they
They have the
got the
puzzle
wrong
pieces.
veterans or
Yeah,
yeah.
they have the puzzle pieces. They just don't know how to put it together.
Yeah, and I think the farm's still actually looking pretty good too, even with the call up of those other guys. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but hopefully they can figure it out.
Yeah. So I'm seeing that the Chicago Bears. Well, I guess we can break down some rumors that we're hearing.
Yeah,
'Cause
major coach
all
rumors.
all it is rumors now, y'all.
It's a
So
lot of agents putting shit out there trying to get the best deal for their person. Like it's a lot of back channels. Like it's all just silly season is like in full effect.
Do you guys
Yes.
feel that like agents are like the shadow side of the NFL? Like they actually run shit because they have so many people on their lists.
They do a lot.
Yeah.
And like not only just players, right? Like they have coaches, GMs have agents. Like these agents are in everything,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Well, Aaron, weren't you the one that told me that Shane Waldron, Ryan Poles, and Matt Eberflus all had the same agent?
Yeah, Trace Armstrong. He used to play for the Bears. I think he used to play for the Bears. I'm looking him up right now. Is it Trace Armstrong? Is that an agent? Is that his name? Yeah. Poles, Eberflus, and Waldron. I don't know who else he has, but he
Jeez.
like had them all, which is crazy. Yeah, I'm looking at a Sports Mockery article that calls him the Bears Kingmaker.
I was gonna say that man
crazy.
is making money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, and that's how you ruin a franchise right there. So
Do you think it's
guess,
the agents are just ruining the
guess
franchises?
the ownership should have taken a look at that one, huh? When that was happening. You know.
Maybe.
But pretty cool Bears news. Jalen Johnson was the only Bear selected to the NFC Pro Bowl roster.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved. He's a stud. Yeah, so I'm just reading a list here because I made a list of stuff, but there's draft concerns.
What are the draft
Bears?
concerns?
The Bears are looking to draft a center, and it's a very weak class in 2025. We're just looking to draft every offensive line position, and let's hope there's a secret Joe Alt out there somewhere.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
then
who would you guys on the offensive line, like this current crop that we have, who would you guys want back?
Braxton Jones, Darnell Wright.
Yeah, that's it.
Everyone
else just cut him.
I mean, if Tevin Jenkins wants to sign on a minimum contract, that's fine, but he just gets hurt all the time. So it's like
I almost would rather have Tevin Jenkins, sign him on a minimum, and then just have him as backup, like secondary.
Yeah.
Like he's a good secondary
Yeah.
because he gets injured. Like just keep him on secondary, keep him healthy, bring him in every.
Yeah, then when someone else gets injured, he's in.
Yeah. And then he gets injured, and then we're
I
on
like
the
that.
third string.
Yeah. And then I just keep seeing. I mean, the coaching rumors obviously are just swirling. Everyone who is a coach is getting named at this point, but there was rumors that the Dolphins defensive coordinator is getting hyped to be the Bears head coach. Have the Dolphins ever been known to have a good defense?
No, they've been a
They were
pure
top 10 this year.
offensive team mostly.
Yeah. They were top 10 this year, and they had like a ton of injuries. But I saw it too, and this is just Eberflus 2.0. Like I do not want he was a assistant head coach I think at the Ravens 2 years before this. But like who is this guy? He interviewed
Yeah.
everywhere last year, got to the second round at like the Commander's job and I think one other, but like no one hired him last year. No one's even looking at him this year. It would be so fucking Bears to just go pluck this guy out of thin air. Like I don't understand how his name even got into the mix. I'm hoping that that's an agent that like just said, "Oh, this guy to the Bears," and you know what I mean. Like I don't fucking know, but that would be crazy.
And I think we're interviewing Vrabel next week, and we're interviewing Brian Flores, and it's like, can we go into the future, please? Can we just go into the future? Like I'm so tired of all this shit. Like what the fuck?
It's just like a spinning web, dude, and it's just you don't know, it's like misinformation.
Yeah, they're all rumors, so I'm not gonna get worked up about it.
No, but yeah, I get you. It's like the same thing, like almost with the Bears. Like it was like 3 games ago. We're like, can we just be done with the season? Like I don't.
Yeah.
I can't stand watching them just get dumpstered on every game.
Yeah.
We're about to be 11 losses in a row, which is fucking crazy. But if you got, so I know we talked about this before, but if you had to like at this moment, all the rumors, everything we know now, like where would you guys rank your top coaching candidates? Like who do you want? Like top 3 maybe.
Ben Johnson. I mean, if Kyle Shanahan really is going to leave the 49ers, I'll fucking take him.
So I will send him money.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that would.
And then, I mean, I was thinking Dan Lanning until that Oregon embarrassment. So no on him. But yeah, and then, I mean, it's got to just be Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
I know that's only 2.
I mean, I can't give you more than 2. I was gonna say Vrabel or Ben Johnson, but Ben Johnson's number 1. And the rumor that Poles doesn't want to talk to Ben Johnson because Ben Johnson's gonna get him
I hope
fired.
that's just a rumor.
I'm like,
yeah.
What do you like? How is it that a GM can get outplayed by a coach? And also, like, why would you, as a coach, coming from being an offensive coordinator, which you're really good at, but now you're becoming a coach, you're getting paid more, and you're probably, hopefully, going to be a good head coach. Like, why would there be animosity of, like, I'm going to get the GM fired? Like, I think
it's a lot of.
Oh, yeah.
But it, like, this has happened. That's kind of like, Vrabel got a bad rap for that, because, like, he got into, like, kind of a power struggle with the GM in Tennessee, and that's like what led to AJ Brown getting traded. But it's like these guys, and like I don't know if Ben Johnson would be like that, because like what does he know about defense? Like is he gonna want to dictate what defensive players get drafted and shit like that? But like I feel like a Vrabel, like they want control over the roster. You know what I mean? They want the GM to like do businessy things, but they want to like we bring in these players, we draft this type of player. Like they want to run their roster. So that's where like I feel like the tiff kind of comes in.
So it's like a job like mix, like so you get coaches that are like you and me talk about the roster, and then you get some coaches that are like, this is my roster, get me these guys.
Like a Belichick, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure he decided who they were bringing in.
Probably Belichick, yeah. I mean, I guess I never thought of it that way. I don't know.
Yeah, I do. I hope it's a rumor though. I mean, like, the thing that's weird though is like, if I was Ben Johnson, which he is my number 1 too, but like, I guess it kind of, there's a rumor of him going to Jacksonville, which makes a lot of sense because like Trevor Lawrence, more veteran quarterback. He's used to working with veteran quarterbacks. Their stadium project's farther along. Like Florida has the no like income tax, but also they don't have like weird instability around ownership and like the GM president situation. Like the Bears have Ryan Poles, we have Kevin Warren. What the fuck does he do? But like he's in the mix somehow. Like we have the Terry Crews like assistant, like, and then like McCaskey's kind of it. Like it's just kind of muddy. You know what I mean? Whereas like in Jacksonville, they probably just give him whatever the fuck he wanted. Like they're kind of desperate.
Did you say Terry Crews, like the actor Terry Crews?
Not the actor. Don't we have some guy? I think it's Terry Crews. No, Ted Cruz. It's Ted Cruz. That came from the Chiefs. But you're right. Terry Crews, the fucking big ass dude who can flex his pecs.
The swole dude. Yeah. just real quick, wanted to shout out the Bulls won tonight on D Rose night, and Zach LaVine and Kobe White combined for 66 points, 24 of 38 field goals, and then they went 12 of 17 for 3-pointers. So that's pretty sick.
That's
Just wanted to
amazing.
throw that out there.
The first time Kelly ever came to visit me in Chicago, we went to the White Sox game. I think it was a Tuesday, it might have been a Wednesday. It might have been Dollar Hot Dog night. But like I got into some argument with some dude in the outfield because I was saying like Derrick Rose is the greatest sports tragedy of all time, and he's like he's overrated, he's blessed, and like I got very animated, very upset. And then I went home and I made Kelly watch the like MVP highlights and MVP speech that he had. And then she flew out the next morning at 6 a.m. And we're still together today. So I feel like Derrick Rose kind of brought us together. She looked past all
Hell yeah.
the red flags that was that night.
Nice.
I just want to say, Aaron, maybe it is only on my end, but I think you just went full robot for that whole. Oh,
Yeah, I think it is me.
all right, let us know. Count us down.
Oh, we're going.
Oh, okay.
5. 5.
So sorry, y'all. We had technical difficulties. Turns out, we're all still just normal dudes with regular internet. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were talking about the Bears. Oh, me, Hank, and Aaron all bet on the Bears to win over the Packers. So, if you guys thought we had experienced enough pain already, you were sadly fucking mistaken.
We're masochists.
We're
So,
we're already in the
shout
pit,
out
dude.
us.
We're already in the pit.
Yep, hey, if we beat the Packers tomorrow, we'll all be happy young boys. And speaking of happy young boys, you guys, who won our fantasy league?
You did, good sir.
I don't remember. That was so long ago, dude. That's old
Oh.
news.
So last week, who won the football league that, and I think they joined for the first time. I think that he joined for the first time. My bad.
Connor was our champion. It's pretty unfortunate. The entire league was rooting against him. He also claimed victory before the game was even over, so quite disrespectful to his opponent, which is fine. We're happy to have him in the league.
Sometimes
No, but for real, I thought.
Yes?
Oh, I was just gonna say it was a pleasure having you in the league. I think you brought a lot of juice, so that was a lot of fun. It was a year to forget for me, so I'm excited that it's over.
You
Honestly, in
came
all my
back,
leagues,
Aaron.
everything sucked.
You
I
came-
can't, but like that's what's so annoying is like I had the second most points behind Connor, and like just everyone had their best week against me. So
Yeah,
I'm still
dude.
kind of bitter about it.
You got dogged
Every week, it's like it was like clockwork. Like I scored 149 points against Connor, and he's like, "Oh, I'll score 150." I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" So, anyways, congrats to Connor, big win. You motherfuckers next year.
I'll just say, in the beginning of the season, I was projected with the best team. I went 12-2. I had the most points in the league, and I won the league. So if someone wants to define
And was traded Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Crazy.
someone traded me Saquon Barkley because I traded them Brian Robinson Jr. and Brian Thomas Jr. And people just make mistakes sometimes, and yeah, that's just domination, guys. That's how you come into a league. You dominate, you bend them over, give them what for. That's how you do it. So
Yeah, that's how you take
For the
North
listeners-
and never give it up, right?
for the listeners, take note of this. I had the second pick in the draft, and I wasn't logged on during my first pick my first pick, which was the second pick of the draft, and I auto drafted my first pick, and I won the league. So take notes.
You could just say that you left it to the Lord.
I did, and that was the Catholicism coming down. Jesus was like, he's been a good boy. So yeah.
Hey, I mean,
I just looked at Jack Flaherty's Wikipedia, also a Catholic, so even more reason for the cup.
I mean, did you really have to look that up? Look at his last name.
It's true.
His last name is Flaherty. Like, he is the most fucking white Irish Catholic motherfucker there probably is, besides me, of course.
I gotta say, on a other
Um,
side fantasy note, I was projected last, and I took fourth out of in the playoffs, but I was up there
Yeah.
at one point.
You had a good
Yeah.
year for sure.
Had a good comeback year.
You did well. I was nervous
Mark
when I was
too.
playing
Mark
you
had
for
a
a
good
second.
comeback.
Mark did. Yep. And I just want to say, Sproul, I don't know which one. I think it was Matt Sproul. He beat me twice in the year, and then I had to play him in the finals. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, your kryptonite comes to play at the end, which is
Yeah.
wild.
But I knew as soon as... Actually, I was nervous as fuck. I'm not even going to say it. I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to lose. Fuck.
We were
But anyway, the listener doesn't want to hear this shit. But I think we're at 15 listeners now, probably. Something.
Doesn't
Maybe.
matter if
On a
they
good
want
week.
to tune in and chill with us. Screw it.
Yeah, tune in. Tune in. Sign up. You
like
can
and subscribe.
like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Hit that bell icon.
Yeah,
right.
It really helps us out.
So, what White Sox news is happening, Aaron? I saw Roki said he didn't want to come to the White Sox, so there's that.
Yeah, the fact that we were even in the sweepstakes at all is pretty crazy.
Hey,
but
there were 10
yeah, he's
teams
not
that
coming.
didn't even inquire, so.
That's true. I'm sure our PowerPoint presentation we made was excellent. Yeah, we're out on him. We picked up Josh Rojas from the Mariners, utility guy. I think he'll be fine. He'll be good. He streams
Serviceable.
on Twitch. Yeah, he'll do some stuff. We still have Luis Robert Jr. I'm not really sure what's going on with him. I'm really just hoping that we're just, I don't want to say competitive, but like there's some accountability. People care, like they want to be there, like they actually like playing baseball. Like I just hope it's not an embarrassment. And in theory, like there should be nowhere to go but up. We were the worst team of all time last year, so hopefully we don't become even worse than that. But we'll still be a bad team. We'll be able to pick high in the draft again, finally, which is nice. So yeah, I'm just hoping that it's like semi interesting to watch and that like it's not depressing.
Isn't there a new rule that if you come in last place in the MLB, you don't get like a top 10 pick or something?
Yeah, that's what happened to us last year. So we were the worst team, and we picked 10 now, I think. Or yeah, I think we picked 10. But since I think we like have now done that, I think we can now get the top pick again when we suck next year. I think it's like a one-time thing to like try and disincentivize, whatever that word is, try and stop people from tanking. But I think we're now past that rule. I could be completely wrong, but we'll see. I mean, like, I kind of like the stuff that Chris Getz is doing. Like, he's saying kind of all the right things. He got a good haul for Crochet. I like the Rojas pick. The farm system looks pretty good. But again, it's like, we've been through this. We've gotten great prospects before. So how do we not fucking ruin them? I don't know. I don't know if it's like a coaching thing in the minor leagues, if it's like a organization. I have no idea what the answer is, but well, we've reloaded the gun, and so hopefully something hits. Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, and also you guys changed your stadium name, so.
Yeah, that's true. We're just Rate Field now, right?
Yep,
Not
Yeah,
guaranteed
you're just
anymore.
You're just
Of
rate
course,
this
Gary
field.
Reinsdorf takes away the guarantee. What a fucking asshole, this guy.
Just rate this field how you feel about it.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I like Dollar Hot Dog Night. I don't think they have that anymore. I need to get back to a game this summer. I haven't been to a White Sox game, like a home White Sox game in a while. So
I need to make
we'll
it to a Cubs game as well, but I don't think I'm going back this summer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But we'll see. Should be good.
Hell yeah. I did see the Chicago Fire traded a player, so just thought I'd throw that out there. Don't even remember who it was, but I guess he was like injured most of the time, so guess really doesn't matter.
I'm curious on like they got a big name coach like Greg Berhalter. Like that's a real person. Like
Yep.
hopefully he can do better than he
mean,
did with the national team.
Yeah, I was gonna say didn't really do too well on a national level, but hey, it's a smaller
Yeah.
scale now, and maybe he'll hone that in.
Yeah,
Does
for
his
sure.
son still play? No, can't
I
be.
don't know.
His son used to be on the team, right? He was another bald guy.
Really?
Yeah, his son was on the national men's team when he was coaching it. I think,
I
right?
didn't know
Am I
that.
tweaking?
I mean he's
Um,
23, so maybe. Looks like I don't know. I have no idea. He's been on the Whitecaps since 2022, but it doesn't look like he plays much.
Oh, okay, never mind. Who was I? Maybe it was the coach before Berhalter, his son. I don't know.
Klinsman's son played for like the U16 team when we had him. Did we have a guy in between Jurgen Klinsmann and Greg Berhalter? I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But in terms of soccer, Newcastle's fucking crushing it. 5 wins in a row in the Prem, 6 wins in a row overall. They're looking awesome, which is exciting. They're in 5th place. So let's hope that they keep this going. They finally kind of figured. My headphones just cut out.
Yeah.
I don't know what they'll do. I don't know what they'll do though in the January transfer windows. We'll see with all the financial fair play stuff. Did Celtic?
Yeah.
How's Celtic doing?
Celtic lost to Rangers 3-0 last game. Rangers fan threw a metal object and it hit this guy Ingles in the face
Jesus.
while he was gonna
That's
take
fucking
a
crazy.
corner kick. Yeah, and then they didn't even kick the person out of the game. It was just like yeah, that's old firm rivalry right there. We're talking about European soccer teams right now because all of our teams suck. So that's
Our
basically
fucking
where we're at.
ass.
We're kind of
Yeah.
melding in and out of other sports.
Yeah, this is just becoming a sports random news show.
We're just trying. We're just trying to find something else.
This is what's fucking crazy is that like I can't remember like I mean we haven't won against the Packers in forever. This is about to be 12 losses in a row potentially.
God.
Knock on wood. But like I can't remember the last time I'm not excited for this game whatsoever. Like this is last game of the season. Packers at
Against the
Lambeau.
Packers. Yeah.
And I could fucking care. Like I just can't wait for it to be over.
So I got an idea. How about we do what you guys think the score will be tomorrow on a realistic standpoint, and then what you want the score to be tomorrow for our bet, for our own pride, for just sanity and happiness.
I like that. Yeah.
So, Hank, why don't you start?
Are we doing realistic or unrealistic first?
Let's do realistic first, unrealistic second.
Okay. Let's see. I think the Bears defense feel like they've given up. They're all probably thinking about fucking vacation.
They did good last game.
They did. Yeah.
Seahawks are ass though.
Yeah. I think
they made the playoffs, I think.
Okay. So if I'm thinking about it this way, I don't think Jordan Love is all that good. I think he has his moments, but I think he slips up really easily. Kind of like who's 49ers QB? Purdy. I think Purdy's great, but he also fucks up. Like he threw 2 interceptions. But I think Love is the same way. I think after maybe a couple more years they'll become really good vets. But so if our defense stands strong and is able to produce maybe 1 or 2 turnovers, and this is where it becomes really bad, is if our offense can take advantage of that, which it's been very on and off. Looking at you, Alan, for dropping passes when they mean something. I'm going to say the game is going to be, it's like a realistic, probably end up being a blowout at the end. So 30 to
I was gonna say that's a lot of dead air.
30 to
Yeah,
7,
I was like,
30 to
is he
7,
still
30 to
here?
17 Packers or something like that.
Okay, and then unrealistic.
26 24 Bears.
26-24.
Yeah.
Bears.
Yeah.
All right. Aaron, how about you?
I really have no idea. Like, I don't have a read. Not that I have a read on any game, but I definitely don't have a read on this game. I'd probably say what I think is gonna happen is we lose. I think the Packers will kind of just like kick it into autopilot mode once they go up early. I think they go up 2 touchdowns early, and then we kind of don't really do anything. We kind of just fuck around, punt a lot, add Tory Taylor stats. So I think like 24-10 is like what I think's gonna happen. And then from an unrealistic, what I would want to happen is I just want to shoot out. I think like let Caleb ball out, air it out, and let's win. I always like to go over 40, 42, 38. And just like at least it'll be something fun to watch. We'll watch Caleb battle Jordan Love. The defenses are non-existent, and we can be like, that's the future. Let's build off of this. Go Bears.
Nice. Realistically, I mean, I know the Packers have a lot of people out. Bears are playing their starters. I could see it being 21-17 Packers. Or, I mean, I don't even know how I'm giving the Bears that much credit. It's probably going to be 21-6 Packers. And then, unrealistically, is Josh Jacobs in or out?
I don't know. Let me look that up.
I think he was questionable, and I want to say they said he isn't going to play.
He's expected to play, according
Okay.
to Google's AI.
All right. Well, so that sucks.
But not heavy workload.
Okay, well that's good. So the possibility of it snowing, it's gonna be cold as fuck at Lambeau. Josh Jacobs limited snaps. I'm gonna say the Bears squeak by, and it would have to be a crazy defensive game where the defense scores a touchdown, and we kick 2 field goals. So 13 for the Bears, and then we'd have to just hold them to a touchdown. So 13-7 Bears.
13-7 Bears.
No way. Really?
Yep. That's my unrealistic one.
Oh, shit.
And then the realistic one is probably 21-6 Packers.
I wonder, at 13-7, I don't even know if I would like celebrate. You know what I mean? It's like the defense. All right, the defense stopped them when like some of their players aren't playing, and like but the offense still just looked anemic. Like, do I get excited? Would you? Would we get excited?
That's what I'm saying. Look at all the Bears games since Jacksonville. That's exactly what the offense did.
That is true.
We sucked.
For sure.
I mean,
for sure.
Well, and like against the Lions and Vikings, those 2 games where we almost won, the offense looked good, but it was only in the second half. And
yeah,
the first half is always a fucking barn burner. And then, I mean, you look at this game coming up, it's like our offense is, Caleb will have some good throws. The game will look like we're about to do something, then we'll fuck it up. They're come down the field and throw an interception. You know, it just seems that's how it would flow if the Bears did pull off a miracle in Lambeau. And it would literally be a miracle in Lambeau, because I don't think we've won in Lambeau since Jay Cutler in Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. 1,000%. Yep.
That's 2015.
We need some smoke and Jay.
I think it was. It was 2015. You're right. Yep.
Yep.
That's
so
crazy,
it's been
dude. How
9 years. Yep. So, and you know, so yeah, that's my two guesses. But that's another thing to look at with like these coaches who are like all this hype around Ben Johnson. And if you look at it, it's like, yeah, you could have some faith in Caleb, and you think like, oh, I'm gonna be the head coach of the Bears. Like that's a historic franchise. It's cool. But like with all the negative shit around it too, it's like, does Ben Johnson really want to come here? With I honestly don't even see the future besides Caleb Williams. Like DeAndre Swift is on a 2-year contract, 1 year is already over, and he's like good, but it's not like he's like amazing. Keenan Allen's probably gonna leave. Roma Dunze looks promising. DJ Moore is a stud, but he looks checked out. Our defense is decent except for the run defense. And our coaching, well, he would bring in his people and hopefully that would fix some shit. It literally, we need a brand new O-line. It literally, the Bears need a fucking, what's that show where they went in and just wrecked people's houses and then fixed them up for them?
We need John Tafferty from Bar Rescue to come in and just
Yes.
Yeah.
clean house, dude. Hire him as GM.
Yeah. Because honestly, like, even if you made like me and you guys and like 3 of our buddies all combined GM, I don't even think we could fix the Bears. Like
It'd be an interesting
know,
project. I'd take it.
it would just end up being me yelling at everyone. Like it's just, I mean, it's
I don't
literally
think so.
like
You
I
got
have.
Aaron's on analytics. You got your shit known. I would just be out there being like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm marketing.
I'd be like, hey, god damn it! No, I'm just kidding.
Where's the
We're just yelling at
propane?
each other.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
true
know.
though.
I think-
I also wonder, like, oh, go ahead, Connor. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was done.
Oh, I think Chicago is a great market. I think two things. I heard this on the radio today where they were talking about like, because we always say like, you win in Chicago, like you're a god or whatever. I thought it was interesting that they're like, well, look at Joe Madden, look at Ozzie Guillen. Like these guys didn't really get the kind of the red carpet treatment like a Mike Ditka did. And so I thought that was interesting, one. And then two, I'm like, we're a passionate fan base. I feel like we're a knowledgeable fan base. And like the media market is hard and like, but it's a huge media market, so you get a lot of exposure and stuff. But like, do we turn too quickly? Like we're very reactive, you know what I mean? Whereas in Jacksonville, like they could probably lose a little bit and no one's really gonna fucking care. Whereas Ben Johnson comes in, if he loses like the first 4 games, it's gonna be like, what the like, you know what I mean? The fucking everything's gonna be on fire. So it's like, are we part of the problem? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
As a fan base, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Probably. Well, it just gets to a point where it's just so bad, and then you basically have to have like what happened with the Browns. I mean, they lost like what, 14 games that once, 15 games,
It was 15
and
straight
then they
games,
got
yeah.
Baker, and they got Baker Mayfield who came in and just made them a 500 team, and then it was like, okay,
Yeah.
now you build something.
Yeah, and everybody loved
And it's
Baker.
like- And if you think about it, the Bears lost 1 game by a Hail Mary, 3 games by less than 3 points to our division rivals who are like the best teams in football. And then we lost by 3 to Seattle
Yeah.
and looked like shit against the Patriots and who else? Who was the other one?
The Niners.
The 49ers. Yeah, we looked like shit. So it's, technically, well, not technically, but we were almost a fucking 10-win team.
Right. So
Yeah,
do you
It was
think?
crazy. We were like 5 seconds from being 5-2, and who knows where we'd be right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. I mean.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
maybe, maybe that is
it's
the
all
issue.
what ifs. And you know what? That is what it all comes together, because it's just like D Rose ceremony tonight. His career, big what if,
Mhm.
So, and you guys, that's the name of the episode. What if, baby?
A big what if.
I mean, it's a good
but
one.
I think Unless you guys have something else to say, I think we did it.
The only other thing I have, which I talked to you before the pod, Connor, but quick shout out to USA under 20 hockey. They're in the finals. They just beat the Czech Republic. Canada flamed out in the quarterfinals again for the second year in a row, but USA hockey's on fire, which is kind of cool. I'm interested in that Four Nations tournament that they have in February. I think that'll be interesting to see how like the men's team does, but yeah, that's kind of sick. So shout out those
Hell
guys.
yeah.
Free Bird is their goal song, which is pretty awesome.
Dope.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, they got a lot of swagger, so that's cool. But it makes sense. I mean, like hockey is like a super growing sport here. So yeah, shout out
Yeah,
them.
it's funny that every sport is doing really well except basketball.
Like I said,
So
they
they gotta
had
fix
the
that
global
shit.
market, and now they're slipping because they're all soft, big money paid players that oh, you touched me, foul.
Yeah. And for the and for the record, all of the guys in the NBA would beat the dog shit out of me,
Oh,
but
I'm sure.
they're being soft pussies. Like, yeah. You got Jimmy Butler crying to go to a different team. It's like, dude, you get paid $45 million to live in Miami. Shut the fuck up.
You know what?
Chill out.
You know what? I would love a like census or like some questionnaire for all the NBA players to ask them like, would you prefer playing in the 90s like with the rules versus now?
No. Dude, if they played, we're going to get a lot of haters, probably like one or two people if I say this next part, but LeBron James, if he played in the 90s, he couldn't just run to the fucking basket because there'd be people like Bill Laimbeer, even though he'd get knocked the fuck over, but he'd still punch LeBron in the face when he's going to the basket. So all these stat multipliers he's doing every game where he's scoring this many points, it's like, cut 1/3 of those off because,
Right.
he'd have people touch him. He cries so much to the ref. And if it was the 90s, people could bump him and it wouldn't be a foul. So all those free throws, cut 1/3 of them. Like, I mean, if you look at it like that, it's ridiculous. I mean, LeBron's still an amazing player and a fucking
I guess the
generational
players
talent,
wouldn't
but
say, yeah, sure, I'll play in the 90s. Honestly, they probably wouldn't.
yeah.
You're right.
No. I mean, there's a few. The Boogie Cousins would probably do great. He was ready to fucking throw down every single game. So, who's the guy that chased LeBron 2 years ago who got the bloody nose because LeBron like elbowed him or whatever, and then he like went crazy and tried to run through his whole team and all the refs. He was on the Pistons and he tried to like beat LeBron's ass. It's a hilarious video if you can find it. But yeah, you guys don't follow the NBA like that, so never mind.
Yeah. Also, you just get paid so much fucking money now, like compared to the 90s. So
I mean,
fuck it,
I'm
I would
not saying
totally-
like playing in the 90s with the pay. I'm like they could still play 90s style with the pay, which actually probably make it more reason to do that because they get paid a shit ton of money to
shit pay out of
entertain,
you.
and they don't.
Yeah.
And you got to about it too. Like 90s players were considered soft by the 80s players, and the 80s players were considered soft by the 70s players. So it's like it keeps going forever. But it's
true, and it's all
different
sports,
game.
right? Like the NFL is like you look at clips from like the
Dick
90s
Bucket.
Steelers, and like those dudes are fucking breaking legs. Like
Yeah. I mean, look at dude, Dick Buckus. His highlight tape, every single play, he'd be thrown out of the game. Like he was killing people, like literally.
Yeah, that's true. Is Isaiah Thomas? Was that who chased him down? I think.
Isaiah Stewart.
Or Stewart, maybe.
Yeah, dude on the Pistons. He had
Yeah.
like a bloody nose. Dude, that video is hilarious. I'm gonna send it in the.
Yeah, send the
in
chat.
the
But yeah,
chat.
no, I mean, not that we went on a tangent. I think, yeah, we did it.
We did it, listeners. We're sorry. We don't do this as much as we should. It's been a sad time in sports. You've heard the last few podcasts. We're a bunch of sad boys. So,
Also, holidays were happening, and now it's 2025.
Holidays?
So happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
And Merry late Christmas.
and-
Hope you all got some nice gifts. It's probably not sports related.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I mean, I was trying to think of something funny to say, but I'm not on the booze, guys. So I might be lacking. I don't have the inspiration. So,
The liquid.
I will say this: go Notre Dame, go Bears, and go with God. So
We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace. Well, a lot of things happen today.
sometimes life deals you bananas, and you gotta just say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna eat that shit."
I'm not touching it. Cut it. Cut it.
We're cutting
I
it.
had,
We're
I had
done.
to tie that in.
We're out.
And they were all great. And they were all thrilling. And they were all dramatic.
But you know what? Get big, get tough, and get fucked.
Too bad we couldn't have had
Hot, juicy cake takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
some
fine.
hot cakes on the griddle. You know what I'm saying?